Hello guys, this is part 3 of the ROM comparison that I was doing. In this case I'll be showing you again CleanNote. This is 4.0, and the kernel will be a special version of the core node kernel that he just sent me. It's really interesting. I ran several quadrants on it, and all of them were around 54 or 5500 points, and specifically the CPU and the memory were always around 7500 and 4000 points, which is perfect. It's exactly what I like to see, those two to not go down or drop. So I think he's really onto something on this new kernel. I'm sure he'll be releasing it soon. This is just a one that he sent me privately, so it's not out yet, but I'm expecting it to be out very soon. So anyway, you see the score 5436. Let's try MAME, which, as you know, it's always a problem with most ROMs, with most kernels, that is, except for that Franco one. I did a preliminary test, and this kernel actually runs very good. The super lag that normally I see with this game is not really showing. I mean, it's not perfect. There's a bit of more slowdown that I get with Franco, but it's a lot better, because before it was just a problem that it would go insanely high on frame rate, dropping 10 frames all the time, so it'll be unplayable. I played a little bit already, and seriously, it's looking really good. So I think he's really onto something, and he's about to discover whatever Franco did on R5. And of course, this is a much better choice because R5 is no longer developed. So this one has all the features that R5 is missing. So as you can see, I mean, it's 2-3 frames per second losing here and there, and it slows down, yeah, but it recovers rather quickly. So it's not perfect yet, but it's definitely a step forward to finding out what makes the other one. I played before and I wasn't doing it that much, but in any case, you can see that it gets down to playable frame rates again. So the lagginess is brief, and then do it again. I don't know if the Bluetooth is having anything to do with this, because before, when I tested it before recording it, I wasn't using the Bluetooth. I've used Bluetooth with Franco before, I never did it, so it's not just the Bluetooth, but maybe that's making it worse now than when I did the preliminary test. Yeah, it's definitely not as good as when I tried it before, but in any case, it's still better than what you saw with CM9, so there's some progress with this kernel, so hopefully we will get there soon. So now let's check Batman. Okay, so now we are going to be testing Batman. I'll be using the PS3 controller as always. Again, this is NoteCore kernel, special version of the kernel that I'm testing. We'll see if it has any lag and all the usual things that we look for. And just in case, this is also running 1.6 GHz on the CPU, and 400 MHz is the maximum speed on the GPU.
Pardon the interruption, Master Bruce, but I need to speak my mind.
A little busy right now, Alfred.
It's been 8 years since the Batman made an appearance in Gotham. People out there still think it was Batman that killed Harvey Dent. You're risking too much just to chase down a petty thief.
Okay, so far it's looking normal.
Wouldn't have been able to crack the master's safe.
Mr. Bruce, I know more than anyone how much that necklace means to you.
This isn't about the necklace. She was dusting for fingerprints in a manor, Alfred. Usually it's the cops who dust for prints, not the crooks. I want to know what's going on.
Okay, everything looks okay.
Looks like she's in a limo.
Let's see how it actually moves. To my usual rotation. Oh, and that's the norm. Let's see. Okay, looks good. Let's follow the limo so we can move on, and here we go. And here goes Batman.
Perhaps she needed a necklace so that she could look nice for a date.
Then I'd like to know who her date is. Heads up, the limo is inbound.
And as you probably know, usually when you jump on the other guy, there's a bit of a hiccup before hitting him. So let's see if I get it this time.
No one's following.
So here we go. Jump. Okay, I'm still there, but not very bad.
Snipers on the rooftops.
I'm assuming this is part of the game programming or something.
We'll see if that name comes up in his system.
There we go, and usually in this fight I get some hiccups here and there. Let's see if I get a smoother experience this time.
Is that Batman? Take him out! Come on!
Okay, very good. Down he goes. Okay. Everything looking good. Haven't seen any
Need to get to a vantage point.
bad lag or anything like that, so right now it's looking pretty playable to me. Here comes the flying part. So now you will have 3 different videos, you can compare all of them. Personally, I still think that CM9 is not quite there when it comes to the Galaxy Note. It was my favorite ROM for sure when I was on my Samsung Captivate phone, but for the Note it still seems laggy in some areas, even the home screen. That's my personal experience. Of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so you guys leave me comments and let me know what you think. Let's jump this and see how it looks when it drops. Okay, very good. Let's see how it does in this fight. Nice move. Well, this is a lot better than the first time I've been playing this. I was kind of disappointed the first time. Right now, this is definitely playable. Okay, so we're done with Batman. I think it's pretty good. Let's move on to Nova 3. Okay, so let's see how the introduction plays on for Nova 3 here. Let's go.
This is SQ1 to actual. Do you read? Over.
5x5 SQ1, what's your status?
Orbital position beginning approach. Please confirm landing coordinates.
I don't expect any lag or anything, but
Signal acquired.
always good to test, just in case.
You're clear for descent. And thank you for
Okay, everything looking good. Let's see how it looks here. I almost like this scene to see how it looks when it breaks through the window. Very smooth. And the wake up scene. This is really perfect right now to me. So time to start shooting. Another benefit of this kernel compared to Franco R5 is that it runs so much more cooler. Franco tends to get really warm, and this one runs very, very cold all the time. So really, except for main reloaded, that's the only reason that I normally switch to Franco. But I still want to compare this game, see how it actually looks here compared to Franco, too, because sometimes it's hard to remember. So now I have video evidence where I can compare them both and see which actually plays better. Okay, there's always lag there, no problem. Let's grab this cutscene. And I'll shoot around to see how it looks. That's an interesting lag. I wasn't expecting this. But I'm connected to receive messages, and I usually receive a lot, so I will assume something came through because this is not normal. I have played this before with this kernel. So I will assume that hiccup was just some random event. Okay, let's move around and see how it moves. Let's move around like this too, because usually this looks smoother than when I move with a controller. But I don't want to get killed. Kill these people. Where are you? Oh, I'm a really bad shooter. So, I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't as smooth as when I did it with Franco. But it's hard to remember, to be honest. So I'll go back to watch both videos and then come up with my own opinion on which one runs better. And you please do the same and let me know on your comments what you're thinking, which one runs better for you. I'm gonna go on ahead and go to the next scene and kill a few people and then see how it plays there, and then we're pretty much done with this, and you'll have all the videos that you need to come up with your favorite.
Nice one. I could use a little help here.
Now remember that Franco R5 doesn't have any of the new features. It's not, hasn't been optimized for a long time, but Franco did say now that he's gonna start developing again for the Note. We shall see about that, but for the time being, if you go with Franco R5, you're gonna lose Bluetooth connectivity and other optimizations, I'm assuming. So I only use it for main reloaded, really. But after this, I'll know how good it is. Why am I shooting the good guys? Well, I should kill them too, because they don't do anything. Hey, I'm here. Can never kill those guys with a grenade. Hey, there you go. Okay, so it was okay, and feels still a bit laggy, but then again, I'll have to compare. So, let's end this game, and this should be all for the video. We have everything else that we needed: name, Dark Knight, this video, and Quadrant. So, let me know what you think. Have a good day or night.